From waste to treasure, your kitchen scraps can become powerful nutrition for your plants. Here's how to recycle food waste and build your own compost bin for a clean, healthy organic garden at home. Food waste has become a growing concern in modern society as leftovers and scraps continue to increase daily. When not handled properly, this waste can harm the environment and lead to the loss of valuable resources. Recycling food waste not only reduces what ends up in landfills, but also protects our surroundings. Even better, it turns everyday organic waste into a new resource that supports the green economy. Understanding the importance of recycling food waste is the first step to building a sustainable and eco-friendly community. Compost is an organic fertilizer created from the natural breakdown of materials like leaves, food scraps, and grass clippings. This process transforms organic matter into a nutrient-rich soil amendment. Using compost improves soil structure, increases moisture retention, and boosts beneficial microorganisms. It also reduces household waste, cuts greenhouse gas emissions, and protects the environment. For an organic garden, compost is a safe natural fertilizer that helps plants grow strong without relying on synthetic chemicals. When composting, choosing the right types of food waste is essential for a smooth and effective decomposition process. Suitable materials include fruit and vegetable peels, coffee grounds, tea leaves, and crushed eggshells. These items break down easily and provide great nutrients for your soil. However, avoid adding meat, fish, dairy, oily foods, and animal products because they create odors and attract pests. You should also avoid processed foods with seasonings or preservatives. Proper waste selection ensures your compost stays clean and safe for plants. To start making your own compost bin at home, it's important to prepare the right materials and tools. You'll need a container with a lid, plastic or wooden, preferably with ventilation holes. Gather organic materials such as dry leaves, fruit and vegetable scraps, coffee or tea grounds, and a bit of soil or manure to help kickstart the breakdown process. A small shovel, gloves, and a watering can will also make the job easier. Make sure all materials are free from harmful chemicals for the safety of your family and the environment. For a simple and budget-friendly DIY compost bin, begin with a plastic or wooden container with a lid. Drill small holes around the sides and bottom to allow airflow so microorganisms can thrive. Place the bin in a cool, shaded area. Start adding organic waste, like dry leaves, fruit and veggie scraps, and coffee grounds, layering them with a little soil or manure to speed up decomposition. Turn the pile occasionally to maintain moisture and oxygen levels. In a few months, you'll have nutrient-rich compost ready for your garden. Layering materials properly is key to effective composting. Start with a base layer of dry brown materials such as leaves or shredded paper to improve airflow. Then spread a thin layer of food scraps on top. Alternating green and brown layers keeps moisture and nutrients balanced. Avoid piling food scraps too thick. This can slow decomposition and cause odors. Finish with another brown layer to reduce pests and keep your compost bin clean. During the composting process, 4 main factors matter most: moisture, temperature, airflow, and overall management. Proper moisture helps microorganisms work efficiently, ideally around 50 to 60%. The best temperature range is 104 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. Adequate airflow provides oxygen, reduces odors, and speeds up decomposition. Managing these factors helps you produce high-quality compost. Common composting issues include bad smells, excess moisture, dryness, or slow decomposition. These problems usually come from an imbalance between green and brown materials or not turning the pile often enough. Fix this by adjusting moisture. Add water or dry materials as needed, and mix the pile regularly to increase oxygen. Check temperature and add beneficial microbes if necessary. Also choose a good location, not too sunny or too enclosed. Doing so helps your compost break down faster and avoids most common mistakes. Composting typically takes a few weeks to a few months depending on temperature, moisture, and materials. Finished compost will turn dark brown, crumbly, and earthy smelling, without any trace of the original food scraps. The pile will cool down to room temperature, signaling that decomposition is complete. When leaves and food scraps are no longer recognizable, your compost is ready to use. Compost is an excellent natural fertilizer for your organic garden. When applied around plant bases, it provides essential nutrients and boosts healthy growth. Mixing compost into soil improves structure, increases moisture retention, and enhances airflow. This makes it easier for plants to absorb nutrients and reduces pest problems. Using compost regularly can improve both the quality and yield of your homegrown produce. Making compost at home brings long-term benefits to both the environment and your family's health. It reduces household waste and prevents uncontrolled decomposition from polluting soil and water. Compost-enriched soil becomes more fertile, retains water better, and nourishes plants. Using compost instead of chemical fertilizers lowers the risk of chemical residues in food, protecting your family's well-being. Composting also helps lower greenhouse gas emissions and fights climate change. It's a simple, sustainable solution with meaningful impact. To keep your compost bin working efficiently all year, maintain proper moisture and temperature levels. Check and turn the materials regularly to ensure even decomposition. Avoid adding oily foods, meat, or dairy products to prevent odors and pests. In colder weather, add dry materials like leaves or straw to help retain warmth. Keep the bin in a cool, shaded place to create the best environment for microorganisms. Adding greens and browns regularly keeps nutrients balanced and speeds up decomposition. Recycling food waste not only reduces what goes into the environment, but also creates valuable organic fertilizer for your plants. Building a clean and healthy organic garden is a practical way to protect your health and improve air quality. Anyone can start with small steps, sorting waste at home and composting food scraps. When our community works together, we move toward a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable future. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Compost channel and join us on this journey of turning waste into resources and living greener every day. See you in the next video.